former second-round pick. This is Joe Mixon at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Here we go. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Mixon, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Joe Mixon there to make the grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter.
Ended up in the end zone. There's a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Sermon now on first and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, another shot for Sermon.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 17, Garoppolo. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample, and he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick here is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a handoff. Sermon. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run once more with Sermon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Try and throw on 3rd. Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Big 13. 11 MT.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. 180. 2.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And some room to work. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Sermon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, here's Sermon. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 79 yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 11.
Now Garoppolo. They set up the screen for Sermon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now left side on the swing pass, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. On 1st down, Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety. and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Open space inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. Flushed out, under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. His kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. First throw in overtime now for Burrow. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Here we go.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Back to Mixon on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. To throw, Burrow. And down inside the 15 he goes. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Now Burrow. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.